Hey, fourth grade, it's Mrs. Johnson. I'm back again with some more learning. All right, get ready. Today we're talking about multiples. You can see up at the top of my paper, multiples. Multiples is or are numbers that can be divided by another number without a remainder. So the way I think about it is I think about a multiplication chart. And if you look at multiplication, the word multiple is kind of in the word multiplication too. So multiples are just our multiplication charts. So for example, the multiples of 1 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on and so on. Because I can do 6 divided by 1 and there's no remainders. It's 6. The multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Okay? The multiples of 2, if I do 24 divided by 2, that's 12. There's no remainder. So when you hear the word multiples, think multiplication chart. It's also just like skip counting, right? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. So we have multiples above our board too, our smart board. They're the bright green numbers. Those are the first 12 multiples of all the numbers, of 1 through 12, I should say. So multiples are numbers that can be divided by another number without a remainder. When you hear the word multiple, think multiplication chart. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, so on and so forth. So sometimes some ways, and look at I even have her here, hint, multiplication table, hint, skip counting. So I have some questions for you, the way that you're going to be asked about multiples. So we're just going to go through them together. So it's for number 1, it says list the first 5 multiples of 2. So I'm going to make 5 dashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And I know I'm going to be doing multiples of 2, so I'm going to be counting by 2. So my first number will be 2, 4, 6. What do you think the next number will be? Yep, 8, and then 10. So I've got the first 5 multiples of 2. Now I'm going to list the first 10 multiples of 6. So I need to make 10 blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to count up by 6. So I'm doing multiples of 6. So I'm counting up by 6. So I always put this number first. Whatever multiple I'm trying to find, I always put that first. So I do 6, and then I can count up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I know how to count, so I'm going to just do it in my head. So 6, 12, 18. What comes next? 24. 30. 36. 42. 48. 54. 60. Now I could number these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because I wanted the first 10 multiples of 6. And look at 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 5 is 30. So on and so forth. Look at 6 times 10, that's 60. All right, another way you might see this question is what is the missing multiple? So you have to look at the numbers listed and kind of figure out the pattern and determine what is missing. So if I look at this number, I see it starts with 7. So I know I'm doing multiples of 7. I'm just going to double check those 7. What would come next? It would be 14. So that's right. Then 21. Oh, so what's the 4th multiple of 7? So I could think to myself, well, 7 times 4 is, hey, that's 28. And if I count up from 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, Boom! That's correct. And so then I'm going to double check my answer. So this should be the fifth multiple of 7. And 7 times 5, well, that's 35. All right, number 4. What are the missing multiples? So I've got 8. So I'm pretty sure this is multiples of 8. But let's just double check. So this is my first multiple, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. So 1 times 8, that's 8. 2 times 8, that's 16. 3 times 8, oh, that's 24. 4 times 8, that's 32. 5 times 8, well, that should be 40. 6 times 8, yep, that's 48. 7 times 8, 56. And 8 times 8, yep, that's 64. All right, and then another way you might see some questions are you have to look at a list of numbers and find the multiples of a number. So for example, number 5 is circle the multiples of 5. And sometimes it helps me just to list the first ones out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll stop there. So I'm going to look through, and I notice that multiples of 5, one way you can remember them is they always end in 5 or 0. Multiples of 5 always end in 5 or 0. I can take a look at my multiplication chart. Here's the 5s. They always end in a 5 or a 0. 5 or 0. 5 or 0. And if you look at the 2s, they're all even. Pretty cool, huh? And you can look at the 10s. All the multiples of 10s end in 0. Kind of just an easy rule to remember for 5s, 2s, and 10s. All right, let's look at our numbers. Well, I know 5 is a multiple of 5 because 5 times 1 is 5. 13, can I divide 13 by 5 and have no remainder? Nope, I would have a remainder. Same with 18. 18 divided by 5, I can't do that evenly. 20, hey, it ends in a 0. I'm going to count up 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep, 20 is a multiple of 5. What about 25? It ends in 5. If right here is on my list. If I do 5 times what? How do I get 25? 5 times, yep, 5. What about 30? That also ends in 0. Sweet. 30 is a multiple of 5. Is 33 and 41 a multiple of 5? Nope, they don't end in 5 or 0. And they can't. If I divide 33 by 5, I get a remainder. Same with 41. 41 divided by 5, I'd also get a remainder. All right, last one. It says circle the multiples of 12. So circle the multiples of 12. Well, I know 12 is a multiple of 12. So now I have to think, can I divide 18 by 12 evenly? Nope. What about 24? 24 divided by 12 equals, hey, that equals 2. And there's no remainder. So that's a multiple. What about 30? 30 divided by 12? Can I times something, or 12 times something? Will that get me 30? Nope. What about 36? 12 times what gets me 36? Or you could say 36 divided by 12 equals, hey, that equals 3. So that's a multiple of 12 because there's no remainder. Let's go to 42. Can I do 42 divided by 12? Well, yeah, but I have a remainder, so that's not a multiple of 12. 48 divided by 12? Hey, that's 4. No remainder, so that's a multiple of 12. 56 divided by 12? I don't think so. I cannot do 56 divided by 12 without getting a remainder. Okay, so these are multiples. Multiples are numbers that can be divided by another number without a remainder. So hint, remember your multiplication table or skip counting. So 2, 4, 6, 8, or that multiplication table, right? 7, 14, 21, 28. We also have multiples listed up above our whiteboard. They're those green numbers. Those have multiples of numbers 1 through 12 as well. All right, fourth grade. Well, I hope you learned something. Get out there and keep learning.